Gecko allows you to export information en masse for every single message sent from the platform. So any email, any text message sent to anyone under any circumstances, which is potentially a lot of data, especially considering that Gecko sent over 15 million messages this year alone. To get started, go to Settings, go to Export Data and click New Export in the top right hand corner. And we're going to tell Gecko that it's our messages that we want to be exporting. Now, bearing in mind the sheer volume that a lot of you of messages a lot of you have sent, we do support the ability to filter these options using pre-configured saved filters that are either created on the exports or on the contacts filters section, or you can pre-filter things here. So for example, if we were only interested in contacts who had been updated in the last 6 months, for example, or who were part of a particular import, or who had been part of a particular email or SMS broadcast, you can configure this any way you like, but it's just a way of telling Gecko to filter the options that you have on the messages table. Give your export a name, choose the recipient, so Gecko users and or external stakeholders. You can then choose to filter your results. So do we want to only see messages that have been sent in the last hour or number of days or weeks, or over an absolute date range like all of 2023, for example? You can also choose the status and the type of message that's been sent, and then you're into the real meat of it, which is the creation of the export structure itself. And kind of think of this as you having your spreadsheet and then you saying to Gecko, in column A, this is the column, this is what I want. In column B, I want this. In column C, I want this. And you can customize for some of the fields the structure or the format of the data that's pulled in, but so too the label of that column header itself. And you can drag and drop these around. Now, when you've pulled in the information that you're interested in, you do have the ability to add on additional sections. So, for example, in addition to pulling this messages information, you can tell Gecko to pull in information on event attendances, or information from the contact record, or information on what these students who received these particular emails or texts said on a particular form. Their consenting information, organization information, and calls. It's really, really malleable, and it's a case of just clicking and then being able to pull in whichever fields you want from the various areas. You can, of course, tell Gecko to make this a recurring export, so it's not just a one and done thing, supporting a wide range of different frequencies, and so too you have the ability to push this to an SFTP server if you want to do something clever with it, like pushing it to a certain CRM system. Once everything is configured, you can save this as a template so that when you come to your export again next time, you can just simply preload the configuration that you've just set up. And then when you're ready to launch this, just hit export in the top right hand corner.